How's it going, guys? Welcome back to what should be the final episode of the mainline story of 7 years from now. Like I said, Owie lied. That picture was 4 years, continuing from where we left off our conversation earlier. That picture was not 4 years old. What are you saying? That picture was only taken a few days before we gave it to you. But, no, that's the truth. Because we didn't have a camera 4 years ago. Why don't you check it if you can't believe me? You can tell the difference by smell, right? Yeah. Although you would then be smelling it. I guess it's not concentrated, it's not in its proper form to, activate it. The smell. No way. But there's a better way to find out. The 11-year Akitsu carnation is a different type of ovary. So, if we were to grind the ovaries, it'll react to the acidic air and leave a red color. If we grind it like this. Just fully destroying the flower, huh? You kind of need these. It's yellow. Well, guess that's it for that plan, huh? Story over. I see. They'd never leave a spot unchecked. So I never had a chance. Sorry you've been pursuing this for all these years. And it didn't matter. I'll be taking this spray from you. Yeah, it's probably for the best. I thought it was strange. Everything was going too well, and this is the result of it all. Dr. Achiki, why? Why are you so determined to accomplish this? Well, ever since I was a child, I only lived for my father's research purposes, so I never had a friend my own age. For more than 20 years, so for me a friend was a very special thing. No matter how much I wished for it, it was something I couldn't get. Such a special existence. You just never really gave your friendship with the director much thought? Felt a little too forced, maybe? And that's when I remembered about Kana. I was overjoyed. I was elated. I didn't care that my father wiped my memories. I was just so happy to know that even I had a friend in the past. That's so sad. So that's why I was determined to do something for my friend. You might think it's strange, but that's really my only reason. Well, you sure made it seem like you were doing something evil. Even if I was to... I'm so covered in cat fur, it drives me crazy. Even if I was to give up my own life for it, I want to help my friend in need. I've always admired being able to do that. And this is how it ends. Maybe it's not that I wanted to die for my friend, but that I wanted to die for the idea of it. But I really do think it's fine to die for a promise I made to my friend. So Haruto, I was a little jealous of you. But Dr. Achiki, 7 years ago, I thought of you as a friend. But it was a lie. I would have never expected that you guys would lie about something like that. You're so cool. Because I never had friends to joke with. So in the end, I failed to do something for my friend. Only because I didn't have any experience of having friends. This is it. I couldn't do anything. I really thought that I could keep my promise from that day. Dr. Achiki. Hey, Achiki. Do you remember the promise that you made? Promise? Didn't you say that you'll find the cure for LMD? Wasn't that something you said to me? Don't worry about the finer details. Are you gaslighting him here? The man's lost his memories. It's very traumatic. Don't go scrambling things up there further. I'm going to dedicate the rest of my life from now on to LMD research. I thought you guys made LMD. I don't get that. I know it might be too late for me to ask now, but I need your... No. Actually, let's do this together. I refuse. Why? Do you have something else you'd like to do? To make sure that I don't repeat this mistake, I'm going to be a comedian. What? That's a joke, right? That is the joke? Kikasui? That was a joke. Oh. It's kind of funny. It's a little absurd. You need my help with the research, right? All right, I can do that. It's something that our fathers created. It's our obligation to end it. Right. Can I ask something? No, you have no stake in this. Is it about our fathers? How they created LMD? Not really. I would like to know that. But I do want to know that too. I see. It's quite simple, really. LMD was a side effect that happened as our fathers progressed their research. I'm not sure about the specifics, but as they experimented on people countless times, something called a memory resonance happened. After a decade or so, they all began to suffer from a mysterious disease. That's what we call LMD. And the worst part about it is that LMD is hereditary. Oh, so you created this thing that then became a part of people's genetics that could then be passed on. And because of that, the number of patients for this unnatural disease keeps increasing. Then, since I drank that medicine and time-leaped multiple times, is there a possibility for me to develop LMD? It was only the memory wiping thing, right? Although you had your memories wiped, you did. No, you're fine. For some reason, I don't know how, but our fathers made sure that you won't succumb to LMD. God, they really just stopped trying to explain some things, hey? I see. One more question then, Dr. Ichiki. Why don't you consider time leaping back to 7 years ago? If you're able to jump back to then and then jump further back from there... Oh, shit. How did I never... That's not a bad idea. Maybe I should do that. You're joking, right? Yeah. Was my delivery that bad? The director seems to find it funny. Joke aside, it's impossible. Even if I were to return to 7 years ago, I'd lose my memory the next day. Then history will just repeat itself. That's if you stay in that time. Or, I don't know, would the body or the brain or whatever that you transport back the second time one day later lose its memory? Can't dwell on the specifics too much. Even if I were to outsmart my father, gather the ingredients, and be ready to time leap within that day, we can't time leap more than once in the same day. It'll put too much stress on your brain, so it's impossible no matter what. I see. Seems like a plot-convenient way of describing that away. I see as well. We all in this room can agree that that makes perfect sense. You do learn something new every day. Then, last question. 7 years ago, when you came to save us, how did Owie pass away? When I found you, you were asleep due to the effect of the vaccine. Owie was looking at you, worried. When I heard about the box, I tried to break it open, but I couldn't. What the shit was the point of this experiment? What are you doing? Are you smashing the box or your head? Damn it. It doesn't open at all. I see. Owie, how long has it been since you took the medicine? It's been around 20 minutes since you came here, so around 30 minutes ago? 20? That drug is a lethal drug created for organ harvesting. If they don't take the vaccine within 20 minutes, they will die. It's been 30 minutes. It's okay, Owie. This is a hospital. Let's go to the medical ward. Can you walk? Come. Dr. Ichiki? So you were actually given lethal medicines. why is this shit going on? I guess it's part of the organ harvesting. But weren't they only harvesting organs from sick patients, LMD patients? I just can't even. Owie. I'll carry you from here. Hold on to me. Dr. Ichiki, thank you very much, but it's fine. I'm not gonna make it, right? That's... It feels really strange. Everything was fine until yesterday, but I'm going to die. Owie, don't say that. The medical board is just... No, you're right. I'd be lying to you. Damn it. Why did it end up like this? I didn't hear about any of this. Why? I didn't know that even you can get angry like this, Dr. Ichiki. Owie, is there anything I can do for you? I'll do anything. Please, let me do something. If it hurts, we can even go to the medical ward. Dr. Ichiki, I'm fine. I'm not in any pain. But I do have some requests. If it's something I can do, please tell me. When I die, please give my heart to Haruto. That's... I understand, if that's what you wish for. Also, that couple who came to adopt a child last time, if there's a chance, please get them... Don't worry about that. The couple expressed an interest in adopting both of you. That's great. And finally, Dr. Ichiki, you once told Haruto that there's a way to wipe out memories, right? If you can, please wipe Haruto's memories. Please wipe all his memories related to me. It's very selfish, Owie. That sucks. I could do that, but I can't do partial wipes. It's all or nothing. I can't just wipe his memories of you. I see. Then please wipe all his memories. I'm gonna make that decision myself. I'm dying, so you gotta listen to me. No matter how much that devastates his entire life, potentially hurts his chances of being adopted. I think that's... I mean, she's a child. You know, it just feels kind of... I want to say that I understand, but Owie, why do you wish to do that? I want Haruto to forget everything, because if he remembers, I'm sure he'll be really sad. It's a part of life, Owie. Sorry. So I erased all your memories, went for it. After that, Owie said that she wanted to spend time alone with you. So I left the room to gather staff members to prepare for the surgery. Just when I was returning to the room, the research building blew up. Even if I was just a little late, all the staff would have gone to the other building to tend to people, and there would have been nothing a new doctor like me could have done. By the time I brought the staff to the room, Owie was already in critical condition, and soon she breathed her last breath. I'm sorry, but she was in no state to speak, so I didn't hear any last words. But I do believe she was talking to you till the very end. Owie spent her last moments lying right next to you. Thank you. I'm glad to have asked you. Yes. Well, I think I'll head back to my clinic now. I'm worried since I've been absent for a while. It was just that one time things escalated to burning the house down, huh? This story's had some pretty out-of-control spikes in terms of, like, intensity and things like that. And I think I'll get rid of all the time-leaping-related materials once I get back. This will prevent people from going back ever again. You've heard that before. Yeah, that's for the better. I'll have a lot of work to do when I return as well. Haruto, is that fine for you? Yeah, of course. I don't really have a reason to go back to Monday anyway. Oh, I wasn't talking about Monday. Huh? Oh, it's nothing. It's probably for the best if you don't remember. Oh, wait, You can't just not tell me after saying it like that. Could you go back to the time of that experiment? And then you could hit the right buttons? I don't know, but then these guys still wouldn't be incentivized to cure LMD. Well, I'm just saying that Monday wasn't the first time you drank that medicine. Wait, you're saying that I drank it 7 years ago as well? That's right. Ooh, the time that passed. It's one thing with this time traveling and memory wiping and who hops back when and what time and all that stuff. You can't think on it too hard, because if you do, so much of the plot becomes irrelevant. You know, and I have to try to not weigh that too heavily. You really don't remember. Yeah, but ever since I remembered everything, I wondered what the purpose of that experiment Owie and I took part in was. But I think I know now. It was an experiment to see if time leaping will transcend death, right? Oh god, let them die and then time leap? But how would a dead person smell? That would explain them, or I guess only one of them had to die to test that? That would explain the mechanism of the box and the impossibility of the puzzle. Oh, to see if they would time leap and know the trick to the puzzle because they've been through it once before. I do remember smelling some strange smell after I drank the medicines, so that must have been it. Yeah, my father didn't tell me the details, but in that experiment, Owie was supposed to die first, then you were supposed to leap back in time to save her. And when you die after leaping and saving Owie, she was supposed to save you by leaping back herself. And therefore, both of you would have learnt the mechanism of the box, so it would end with both of you surviving. Okay, I criticize the game for not explaining things, and they're getting there. They're putting it together, because I get that now. And that's actually very interesting. It's twisted, it's sick. Still, that's horrifying, but it's kind of cool. It's a very interesting, way of very specifically testing the limits of that. Well, at least that was the plan. I see. So that would mean that you had definitely taken the medicine back then. And that's it. Just thought I'd tell you before I dispose of everything. Could we do it? And then could we do the experiment properly? And it got interrupted. I don't know. Could we do it? Could we do the experiment 3 times and both live? Is that an option? Well then, see you later. Wait. Nope. I haven't said anything yet. I don't have to ask to know what you're going to say. You want to return to 7 years ago, right? That's true. I won't allow it. Then you shouldn't have brought it up, old man. But why? I'd like to say that you should know why, but I'll explain things properly. The reason is simple. Haruto, if you were to return, it would only lead to your death. Oh, that's true, right. But if we were to do things exactly like the experiment, we'd both survive. You just said that. Yes, if everything went according to the original plan, but then you'd have no donor. 7 years ago, if things went accordingly, you should have been sent to the past right after Owie died, but nothing happened, and 7 years passed. That's because my father and I stopped the experiment halfway. So even if you were to go back in time and sacrifice yourself to save Owie, I would still arrive at the scene. Okay, so that part of it, I was right about that part too, that would still play out. And put a stop to the experiment. You will die and Owie will live. None the wiser. But both of you to live, both you and Owie will have to leap to the past. But unfortunately, it's impossible for Owie to leap to the past. How can you say that? Maybe it's possible. Haruto, do you really think that 7 years later, Owie will come to this town, cooperate with my time-leaping experiment, confront Kikasui and Manager Isuichi, and come here just like you now to talk to me and Kikasui? Or, Haruto, are you saying that what happens to you doesn't matter, as long as Owie lives? I don't really get it. Not sure why I'm still a part of this. doesn't Haruto have enough time to speak if he leaps back? Can't he just get you to leave a message for the girl to time leap? Kikasui, that won't work. I mean, I guess it would depend on whether the girl would believe what you say. No, it's not that. It's not about Aoi, it's about me. I know, since it's me, the me from 7 years ago won't cooperate with them. If I found out that Haruto knew everything about time leaping, I would definitely report it to my father. That was the same with 4 years ago Kikasui, right? No matter how much you asked, I never told you anything about time leaping. Right, Kikasui. Anyways. Speaking of which, I guess so. I'd be a completely different person 7 years ago as well. And 7 years ago, the only person Haruto will meet before he dies will be me. So it's impossible to save both of them. And in the timeline where Aoi is saved, we probably wouldn't have forgiven each other. If that's the case, then the LMD research won't progress, and the hospital's legal actions will remain hidden. Other than Aoi being saved, nothing will change in a good direction if Haruto goes back. I see. And Haruto, what do you think? Do you wish to go back to 7 years ago, even after knowing all this? If you were to go back to die, nobody will praise you for it or be happy about it. I don't know. I don't think he was doing it for the fame or the glory. Well, if you can't decide, I'll head back and dispose of everything so you can give up on it. And everything will come to an end, okay? Hey, don't rush him into a decision. Let him mull it over, Ijiki. We don't want him to continue with life while having regrets. You know that more than anybody. You guys would be willing to throw away your current life and consciousness? Like, it would basically be blinking out of existence in, like, a small way. Right? Like, I don't know, maybe you wouldn't notice. It's weird. From their perspective, it's very, very strange. Fine. Haruto, I'll wait for you to find your answer. But I can't promise to wait too long. I'll be waiting at the clinic. Well, think hard about it. I will. I'll stay here for a while. I'll take my leave then. It's weird for us to both stay. Thanks. Yeah, I do want the room to myself. I guess that makes sense. You kind of have a bit more claim to the room. You got a thing going on here. Kana. I wonder what the right answer is. It'll just end with me dying, huh? Oh, are we in April 1st right now? You should go to the well. But if Aoi can survive, you should go on the well, go to the well, fulfill the promise, and, just kind of like mull on all this a little bit. And maybe it'll give a little bit of perspective. Maybe you should go visit like your friends. Sorry, I don't need any of that right now, Yo, I was waiting for you. Riku, what's up? What? Wasn't it you who said that you wanted to meet in the afternoon? Oh, right. Geez, a lot has happened, bud. Seems like you forgot all about it. Yes, I did. Well, it's fine. Kakeru is always sleepy in the afternoon, but he's full of energy today, so I'll stay with him. I don't know how long I have with him, so... Kakeru's illness will get better. Yeah, I hope so too. I'm not just saying it out of sympathy. It'll take a bit more of time, but they'll definitely find a cure for LMD. Naruto, they will. Thanks. Well, see ya. Bye. What? It seemed like you were going to the hospital. Maybe he just saw Haruto and kind of took a swing by. If I go back in time, things will reset. LMD will remain an incurable disease. Haruto. Hey, Pisaki. Riku is... Yeah, I just met him. I came to say thanks and to pass on a message. To say thanks? Yeah, my thanks. It's thanks to you that I got to know how Hanoka feels. So, thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, and Hanoka had a message for you. She wanted to say thanks too. Hanoka too? Yeah, it's a bit weird, right? No, it makes sense to me. But if you and Hanoka made up, then I'm happy. Oh, huh? You guys haven't made up yet? Well, it's not like that. It's just we still have a bit of a disagreement. Disagreement? Yeah, it's weird. I wouldn't mind getting hurt for the sake of someone important to me, but I'd hate if someone important to me was to put themselves in pain to save me. It's really weird, right? And very analogous to my current situation. That's not weird. I'm sure everyone feels that way. You too? Yep. I see. Yeah, I guess so, thanks. Well, I'll head back to Hanoka's room. See ya. Yeah, see you. Are we gonna run into anyone else? Yeah, that's right. It's easy to sacrifice yourself, but that isn't enough. It's not what I want to do. I have to do what I need to do. Yeah. I'll tell Dr. Ichiki. And what do you need to do? I'm not sure if I personally followed the decision yet. Oh, that was quick. Director Kikasui. Come this way. So, have you made your decision? Haruto, Dr. Ichiki, I've decided. Please, dispose of everything. All right. Haruto, is that really what you... Wait, I misread that. Is that really okay with you? Yes, I think that's the right decision. So, I'm fine with it. I see. Well, since it's decided, let's get to it. Ichiki, we should take anything that burns to the hospital and burn it all. Yeah, that's probably better. What should we do with this big thing, though? Oh, that's just a pressurized vessel, so it has nothing directly to do with time leaping. It just looked sci-fi-y and cool. It looked cooler than that. Yeah, I thought so too. Wait, Ichiki, before you burn it all, what do you say about letting me smell the incense? No. Oh, come on, just a bit. I said no. You guys are just joking around, I guess? I'll take my leave. All right, see ya. He's just always brushing us aside, isn't he? Well, you two have fun. Good that you have a friend again. This really is the end. Goodbye, Aoi. Hey, I told you. No, you didn't. Yes, I did. Promise me. Oh, well, it's a race. Endurance, Haruto. What's that, Haruto? I'll help you. Well, let's go. For me, so the first day of April, okay? Don't forget about it. It's a promise. That was a lot that I was not prepared for it. So let's go, right? You almost forgot, you SOB. Dr. Ichiki. Let me take that all back. Please. Please, send me back to 7 years ago. Please. What are you talking about? Dr. Ichiki. No. Didn't you just say that you made the right choice? Why would you change that now? I know that it must look like I'm making the wrong decision. Maybe it's for the best that I put all this behind me. But I have to keep it. Keep what? The promise. I made a promise with Aoi that I'll see her again, that we'll meet each other again 7 years from now. So if you're going back in time, it would just be regular seeing her. I guess it would technically... It wouldn't be 7 years from now to the day, because you time leaped like 5 times, so you ran through like 15 days. So it's technically, if that's how you're calculating 7 years from now, it's currently like the 15th of April or something. So I don't know about this, Haruto, if that's truly how you're counting 7 years. Haruto, that's not enough. Dr. Ichiki, I'm not saying that I'm going to sacrifice myself. I know that we'll definitely find the cure for LMD, and I know that Aoi will definitely come back. Just like me. And I told you that's impossible. You really think Aoi will come back to this town, get Kikasui and Isuichi to change their mind, and even cooperate with my experiment, just like all the stuff I said? You think all this will happen twice? I trust her. Trust. Naruto, it's easy to say that you trust somebody. And if this timeline didn't take place, these two wouldn't be working back together and doing the right thing. They might have stayed on their, evil paths. They're suddenly incentivized to not help, you know? But no matter what you believe, you and that girl, you and Aoi are two different people with different ideas. Maybe Aoi will completely forget about you. She might find someone she fancies in middle school, have a relationship or two during high school, and the time you spent together might just be a faded memory of the distant past. Can you still say that she will definitely come back? You're right. Maybe she'll find a boy that she likes, and maybe she'll forget about me. Yeah, 7 years is infinite time when you're a preteen. But she won't forget our promise. We made a promise to meet again at that place, the two of us. She said she'll never forget. Oh, so he's not going back in time just to be like, hey, I'm seeing you, it's 7 years. Even though it doesn't seem like it to you, he's just saying that odds are that better odds that they'll both live if he goes back in time and changes things. She said she'll never forget. Yeah, people just say things like that, you know? Alright then, I'll believe you. Ikasui. Ichiki, it's no use saying anything to this guy anymore. And instead of fighting him, why not support him? You have no right to refuse him anyway. Because everything about his and Aoi's situation was caused by us and our fathers. Isn't that right? Yeah, that's true, but then trust him. You should know him better than I do, right? Haruto, I know both you and Aoi very well, so I really do think that this will succeed. But the bond that you and Aoi share, it's something I could never explain or comprehend. So Haruto, if you really believe her, then I will believe you too. Dr. Ichiki, thank you very much. Thank you too, Director Kikasui. No, thank you for everything you've done for me. Well then, Haruto, this will be the last time. Promise from that day. Wow, this is an incredibly long game for a free mobile game, when I really think about it. I'm kind of hoping this last chapter is a little short though, because my voice is quite raw. Ichiki's voice in particular, I've never had to do it that extended, and it's getting quite late. But that's balanced with my genuine curiosity of see this through and know what's going on, you know? I want to see the end. Get that satisfaction. Alright, we're ready. So that's how it's done. Can you even breathe in this? Yes, I can. Wow. Well, I'll begin the process, Haruto, but this time it's a long leap, so I'm going to get you to wait for a while. You should become sleepy soon. Got it. Alright. Ready? It's taking quite a while. Yeah, he's going back many years. It took minutes to go back a few days. Don't tell me it's gonna take a full day. Oh, don't worry, it'll finish by the end of the day. That's still too long. Oh, so impatient. Oh, yeah, Director Kikasui, you said that today is supposed to be a good day. Oh, right. In what way? Well, Kana's birthday is on April the 12th, and my birthday is on March the 19th, so March 31st is halfway, so... Wait, this is pretty embarrassing. Wow, I didn't know that. Director Kikasui, our birthdays are pretty close. There's that insane thing that if you have more than like 20 people in a room, odds are 2 of them share a birthday. It's so, I don't know why it works. Statistically, I don't understand, because it should be that, like, you know, you need 366 people in a room to have 2 that have the same birthday, but it's some sort of weird thing to do with like birthday frequencies. It's so weird. It usually does not take more than like 20 people. Maybe the number's like 30 or 40 or something, but it's way lower than you would think. It's very neat. Well, see you, Owie. I'll be back soon. Phew. Wait, did we go back in time to where we're already passed out? Oh, wait, no. We wanted this? We wanted to take the, like, this time we went back in time and took the wrong medicine, right? Oh, that's right. I can't just stay still. I have to do as the doctor said. I'll talk about the past now. I wonder if it's fine like this? That day I saved a friend who fell into a well. I was worried that he might be injured, but he was fine. I asked him what he was doing staring into the well, and then he... Huh? That was Awie's last? Oh, Haruto. How long was I? It's only been a few minutes. All right, the process from here is the same as before. When I press the button, you will be sent back in time. Is that okay? Yes. Please do it. Okay, then I'll pray for your success. Or is that Awie's success? I have a feeling that Aoi will do the same for you. No, I know that she definitely will. Yeah, I can believe that too. Naruto, thank you for everything and good luck. Have fun with me from 7 years ago. Honestly, Haruto, I think the chances of that Aoi girl going back is slim to none. Because 2 different people doing the exact same thing after 7 years is almost impossible. But that's why I want this to happen. I want you to do what I wasn't able to do. And you know what? Risking your life for the girl you like? Well, we can say love, I think, at this stage, maybe. Even if you love her in not a romantic sense, but a broader sense. That's pretty cool to watch. Well then, see ya. Thank you for everything you did for Kana. Alright. Then, I'll press it, Haruto. Get the show on the road. This is the first time in human history for this kind of time leap, Naruto. Make it count. Well, don't need to put the pressure on and at the very end there like that, a cheeky. Jeez. Phew. I guess there's nothing left to do. Hey, Haruto, are you listening? I guess you're not. Haruto, I wonder how you're gonna grow up. You'll grow taller and your hands will become bigger. I wonder if you'll forget about me. I wouldn't want that. But you very specifically had all his memories wiped out. You kinda did want that. Because I didn't forget you. So are we seeing an alternate version? Like the alternate loop where she came back 7 years later because she didn't forget about him either. Perhaps not realizing that he had already done all this. They wouldn't have had time to communicate that or explain it, and no one else would remember. So I think she did go through it all, not knowing that he's already done it. And so now they'll both be able to, like, yeah, this should work. Hey, I'll be right here, forever and ever, right here. I'll be waiting. So, Haruto, please come back. I know that you'll do the same thing as me. I believe you. Oh. Is there a chance she did all this first? Maybe that doesn't make sense. I don't know. There was a moment that, if that's the thing she was saying, like her final words to him or whatever, maybe that's what she was saying, or what that all is that she had done her entire loop of all this first. And so he was the second run through, which means coming back now, they can actually... Oh, but if he didn't realize he was the second run through, he probably wouldn't have tried to do the 10-second hold thing. We'll see. Say hi to Mom and Dad for me. If it goes well, it'll be 7 years from now, huh? Well, see you. Haruto, I'll be waiting for you. 7 years from now. Allow me to continue repeating the title of the story a few more times. I think that's what was going on. I'm not 100% on that. There's like a chance that it was hinting at the fact that Aoi's already done it all, which is very interesting. But that also means that each time one of these loops takes place, that they are going to think they're the first one to do it, and they'd have no reason to believe otherwise. Right? In which case, they're never going to coordinate hitting the same buttons at the same time. I would like to think that they figured it out. Eventually. They got it right. I think that seemed to be hinting that at some point they coordinated all that and got it right. This game has an epilogue. It is a paid epilogue. I believe it's like a DLC, which is a good way to do this. Monetize, make a nice big long intricate story, odd occasional ad here and there, and then if people are interested, if they stuck that out, give them the option to pay for a little bit extra story. And so presumably that puts a bow on some things. Oh, we have a little bit more right here even. This is the next part of the time leap. Oh, good, an ad. Yeah, so I think her final words was proof that she did already do it, and Haruto remembered that just before he got sent back in time. So when he got sent back, he should remember that he should try and press the button. Right? I think that's what's happening. And that's a little bit why Haruto's like, bah! He's all surprised and excited about things. Successfully unlocked. Yeah, you did it. You crushed it. You crushed the experiment. Long time no see? What am I saying? I mean... Yep. It's been a while. Haruto. The end. Does that work out in a way that they both remember that they've done that? That's one thing I'm unclear on, actually. If you would have time-leapt, relived your entire life up to that point... No, if you hadn't time-leapt, so Aoi first, lived her life, time-leapt to the back end there, and did remember doing that, then she passes away. Haruto time leaps. I guess it depends on the order they drank their medicine in. I don't know. There's a chance. I don't know. Do they both remember that they both made that sacrifice? They would have to. I can't think on it too hard, because it seems like one character time leaping would erase the other character's memories of having ever time leapt. I'm not going to pretend to understand the rules. We're at the end here, the end of the story. It's too late to be questioning those things and poking those holes. It ended up being a quite nice story. It had some interesting sci-fi stuff. Some of it was massive filler. There was some weird storylines that were just kind of frustrating and made a little less sense. It was a little too soap opera-y at times for my taste. But overall, it was still a pretty pleasant story, and I'm glad to have finally seen it through. I'd probably need a break, at least for the sake of my voice or anything, before tackling the epilogues. I won't promise it. Because it took me years just to get around to this. But I'll be curious to gauge interest, and we can potentially circle back to that. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Thank you for your patience, waiting for this to all come back. I'll see you again soon.